everyone, I'm Frank from Microsoft. I am thrilled to join you here for BetFest 2021. You know, this past school year has been anything but ordinary. And as we introduce more online and hybrid learning into our systems, we know that keeping students and teachers engaged and connected is just one small piece of the puzzle. With so much learning happening beyond the classroom these days, your digital footprint is probably growing more than you anticipated and maybe even a little bit more than you're comfortable with. And trust me, we understand the incredible responsibility that you have to protect your community and keep your students safe and your data protected. Now, I know this all sounds very daunting, but there's lots of practical, easy to implement solutions already built into your Windows 10 devices. In fact, did you know that Microsoft 365 security features extend into Microsoft Teams and the Microsoft Edge browser to help keep school data safe and protect teachers and students online? So what I'd like to do today is walk through a few ways to keep your school's data secure while your students and teachers are busy learning online. But you won't have to take just my word for it. I've invited my friend Felisa to speak on digital safety from not only the perspective of an IT professional, but she's also a parent. So let's get started. All right, first things first. I'd like to share Microsoft's commitment to data protection with you. It's a promise that extends across every part of our brand, from software and devices to cloud services and to customer support. Simply put, Microsoft believes privacy is a fundamental right. We're dedicated to helping you create a safe and engaging learning environment, and we understand that your data is just that. It's your data. When it comes to education, our products are shaped by 6 key principles. Number 1, control. We put you in control of your privacy with easy-to-use tools and clear choices. Number 2, transparency. We're transparent about data collection to help you make informed decisions. Number 3, no content-based targeting. We don't use your email, your chat, your files, or any other personal content to target ads. Security. We design our products with the highest standards of security, privacy, and compliance. Number 5, strong legal protections. We'll uphold your local privacy laws and fight for legal protection for your privacy. And finally, number 6, benefits to you. When we do collect data, know that its only purpose is to improve your user experience. At this point, you know that maintaining your data integrity is our number 1 priority. So I'd like to bring in my friend Felisa to help me explain just how Microsoft can help educators and IT admins keep their students protected. Hi, Felisa.
Hi, Frank.
Thank you so much for helping me out today. Before we get down to the nitty-gritty of security and privacy, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and what your job is like on a day-to-day basis?
Sure. I am Felisa Ford. I'm a digital learning specialist with Atlanta Public Schools. So all that means is that I help teachers and students in using technology in the classroom effectively so that they can have success in the classroom.
Well, first of all, thank you so much for all you've done in helping teachers and students really embrace technology in the classroom and all the benefits they can get from that, especially in these days of remote learning when they really have no choice. So thank you very much.
You're welcome.
It's easy for us to use the term data as sort of this umbrella term when we're talking about technology. Could you give us a brief explanation of what data actually means in the ed tech space?
So in the ed tech space, all data means is really those personal identifying information that can be geared back to students. We want to make sure that we are doing everything we can to keep that safe and locked away from the general public.
Yeah, keeping that student data privacy is not only is it our responsibility, but it's the law. We have to keep student data privacy, and I think when we use the word data, we don't really realize the extent of which we mean. And that's why it's important to remind folks that Windows 10 comes in with built-in data protection to keep your information secure across not only the devices you're using, but the apps you're using and the places where you spend time in. So that's things like Word and OneDrive and Microsoft Teams. And it even extends data loss prevention, like you were just talking about student privacy, into the Microsoft Edge browser, which is an important feature as well. Now, Felisa, I know the shift to remote learning has presented educators and tech specialists with even more responsibilities regarding student safety. So I'd like to ask you what we here at Microsoft, or really any other educational technology platform, can do to help folks like yourself provide some or get some peace of mind.
So Frank, you're absolutely right. When we made that pivot to full online instruction, just student safety was at the heart of every decision that we were making. So what companies like Microsoft and other ed tech companies can do is to continue to just put student safety at the forefront and just build in those added layers of safety protection so that we know and have peace of mind that our students are safe when we take them to, whether it's a desktop app or a cloud-based app or just surfing the web. We want to make sure that there are safeguards in place to keep them protected.
Not only are you an ed tech specialist, but you're also a parent. And so you've seen the challenges of online learning firsthand in both a professional manner and then at home as well. What advice do you have for families navigating digital safety together for the first time?
Some of the suggestions I have for parents is really work with your teacher. If there are apps that you don't understand how they work with your teacher. But there are also resources that are available. And one that I strongly recommend is Common Sense Media. And their entire goal is just keeping students safe. They have resources for parents so that you can check the different apps that are available, but also digital citizenship. It is so important. You can go through that with your child.
One of the things we've seen early on in the switch to remote learning is the need to keep students supervised in a digital environment. And so that's why we've introduced features like Student Lobby, where all the students stay in a lobby separated from all the other students until the teacher starts the meeting, and then everybody can join. And then when that teacher leaves that digital classroom, all the students are sent out of the classroom as well. Things like hard mute, so teachers can minimize the disruptions during that critical time when you have to focus your energies, things like that. And then from a parent perspective, Windows 10 and Microsoft Edge policies provide an ad-free experience in Bing when searching online for K-12 students to, again, keep those distractions at a minimum. So in your opinion, what are some of the other simple steps that educators and students can take to stay safe during virtual class time and even beyond?
What teachers can do is really take advantage of those built-in measures. Like make sure that you're using those lobbies or just setting it up so that your students can't enter the classroom before you, or make sure that when you leave the classroom, you turn the lights off and everyone leaves. So utilize those features. And then you want to make sure that you don't have any uninvited guests. And that's why these parameters are set up. So take advantage of them. And then for your students, just encourage them to use those passwords, change those passwords, and then don't share any information. And that's all a part of that digital citizenship and just being safe and having that safe online classroom.
Felisa, you taught us a lot today. Thank you for bringing your wisdom and sharing it with us today. I really appreciate you joining us.
Thank you so much, Frank. It was nice to be here.
Well, I hope you all enjoyed learning from Felisa as much as I did today. She reminded me that there are lots of simple things I can do to improve my digital safety, things like updating my passwords or paying closer attention to those browser warnings as they pop up. You know, it's important that we're aware of these safety concerns while learning and working online, but there's also a lot we can't control. So I'm thankful we have the technology to keep us protected from all the digital threats we don't see. And when it comes to online education, well, that's Microsoft's most important responsibility, providing peace of mind so that parents and educators and school leaders can focus on what really matters, and that's our students. Hey, thanks for watching. This year's BETFest has certainly been one for the books, hasn't it? I'm glad I got a chance to join in on the fun. Be sure to catch up on this week's episodes on demand and learn more about how Microsoft can strengthen privacy and security at your school. We'll see you later.